card tarot card reading. Today we're looking at you versus them. How do you feel versus how do they feel about your connection at the moment? So welcome back to Hope to Have a Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. Today's pick a card reading is all about how do you feel, how do they feel, all of the feelings. In a moment we'll do a card selection meditation. I'm just going to show you the deck. So pick a card read number 1. We have this deck. If you ever wonder what decks I use, they're listed on my website. Pick a card read number 2. This is what that one looks like. Pick a card read number 3. That's what that one looks like. So let's do a card selection meditation to open up your intuition, to pull you towards the tarot reading that has a message here for you today. So if you'd like to close your eyes, push all the air out of your lungs, take a nice normal breath back in again. Relax every part of your body, and you do that by tensing everything as much as you can. Every single muscle, tense it really hard. Now let go. Breathe out and let go. Let go of all of it, and you will find there were parts of you that just relaxed that you didn't even realize had been tense for the last week. Relax your jaw, relax your body, relax your legs, relax your fingers. Let your shoulders drop and visualize that you are in your perfect holiday destination. The weather is your perfect weather. You're wearing clothes that makes you feel amazing. You're feeling happy. You're feeling content. You have nothing to do other than to explore the holiday that you're on. You're surrounded with people that love you, and you're just walking through and exploring, taking in the colours, taking in the sounds, smelling the smells. Now, as you open your eyes, your energy should be drawn towards the tarot deck that has a message here for you today. How do you feel versus how are they feeling about your connection, your relationship, your situation at the moment? We've got pick a card read number 1, pick a card read number 2, pick a card read number 3. All the timestamps are in the description. Private readings are available from my website. And if you want to pull a card for yourself on my website, I have a pull a card page. If you refresh the page, it will give you a tarot card, and then you scroll down the bottom and read the meaning. If you would like me to pull a card for you, if you'd like me to shuffle the deck and pull a card for you, leave a comment saying, can I have a card please, or pull a card for me please. Have a little question in mind. I will have a shuffle. I will tell you what card I got. It's just a little reward for being here. So let's get on with today's reading. How are they feeling? How are you feeling? Where is this going? Welcome to Hope to Have a Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town, and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Pick a card reading, number 1. How are you feeling versus how are they feeling? So this is the deck that you were drawn towards. Let me just check what it's called. I can't remember. My mind's gone blank. Tarot of the Divine. If you ever wonder what deck I use, have a look on my website. My whole collection is listed in photos with the name of the deck, and then you can search it on anywhere on Google or in shops or anywhere. I'm waffling. Why am I waffling? I'm going to pull some zodiac signs to give you extra connection with the reading within a circle of protection. Oh, one jumped out as well. I'm going to pull some letters as well. And let's pull some charms and notes for you for the reading. We're looking at how you feel versus how they feel. Alright, let's put all of these up here. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card. We're getting all the cards. We're getting all of the little bits out of the way. Let's pull an oracle card for the energy of the reading. How are you feeling versus how do they feel? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, 4 angels offering us a circle of protection. Oh, I'm going to take that one. And career, strength and career. Maybe this is someone you know through work, or you admire their career, or they admire yours. The energy for the reading is your inner strength. There's a reason that you've been brought here today. You're meant to be focusing on your career path. You may know this person through that. That may be, you may understand what that means for you, well, you should do anyway. We have a Virgo. We have, I feel like a bingo caller. We have a Pisces. So they may feature heavily in your chart, their chart, have personalities. We have an Aries. We have Taurus. I have pen on my finger. We have the crown that reminds me of the British monarchy for some reason. But we have another crown as well. So we've got a pair of crowns. That's not come out for a long time, two crowns. The other crown always reminds me of the Game of Thrones, or a Disney kind of witchy queen type person. We have a Celtic Norse about folklore, marriage. This may well be a twin flame connection. We have another one as well. I didn't even know I had two of them. So yeah, a power couple. We have a Z. Sometimes that can be a name. Sometimes it can be, I'm getting bored. We have a P. Maybe you're just getting bored with all the bits and bobs. We have an F. We have a little golden bell. My golden bells are all about marriage, divine connections. And we've got quite a few little notes as well. So let's have a read of these. Then I'm going to do a connection spread. How are you feeling versus how are they feeling? We bring out the worst of each other. Yeah, it's definitely a twin flame type scenario. We bring out the worst in each other. But hopefully that also means you bring out the best in each other. Maybe the career card's like, when you two aren't getting on, focus on your career path. Focus on your life purpose. I dream about kissing you. Yeah, you two got it bad for each other, you know. It already feels like a really, really important connection. Very intense. Big money is coming to you. So that's what why your career's there. When you two are up in the air, focus on bringing your wealth in. There's a lot of wealth wanting to come towards you. You're a power couple. There's lots of wealth for the both of you individually. I shut myself away so I can't hurt anyone. Now, this may be you. It may be them. It may be sometimes they just need to shut down a bit to stop it all coming out. So maybe they go through phases where they pull away. Maybe you find it hard to communicate. And, you know what I'm saying. We have, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I think I've got a feeling when you two are rowing, it's rage and rouse. And then there's regret and remorse and having to pick it back together again. A lucky number, 444. Maybe that's an angel number you've seen recently. So let's do a connection spread between you both. If any of all of them mean anything to you, let me know in the comments, because I'm genuinely interested, because it's when those things hit, it's like, yeah, this is definitely my reading. It's like, wow, okay. So, you know, what's going on for you? What is going on for them? And what is going on within this connection? Can you both get to a point where you're not destroying each other? Where you can get, because of all of that energy, it can be used for good or bad. You can use it to pull each other apart, or you can use it to benefit both of you and build. Wow, you know, if you put all of that energy into good things, just imagine how much you both could achieve together. I'm going to split the deck into 4. Down this side is you. Down this side is them. Okay. Down the middle is the connecting energy. Yeah. I think the cards are just confirming, like, things that have already come out. Yeah. So, in the recent past, how did we get to this point? You've had the Three of Cups reversed, which feels like selfishness and meanness. It may not be you being selfish, it may be you feeling like they are being. It may be feeling that people around you are gossiping and negative energy, and it may feel like, because I'm going to say at the moment it's a dysfunctional relationship. If you're destroying each other more than you're making each other feel good, there shouldn't be anything negative going on. You both need to learn how to channel the fieriness, but I've got a feeling that when you have a big blowout, you then confide in friends or you tell people about it. So then when the both of you come back together again, your friends are like, what are you doing? You said this was a nightmare. You said this. Because they're not going to forget it and they're not going to forgive it, because they love you and care about you, and they don't want you to be with someone that hurts you, physically, verbally. If it's physical, get out, because that could go too far. Verbally, it feels more of a push and pull with words, emotions, arguments. If it has got physical, end the connection. I will never condone physical violence within a relationship ever towards anyone, but it doesn't feel like that, because if it was, I'd be like, well, I'm not reading anymore. But it feels like when you have things to moan about this person, you're going to tell your friends and family, and they're automatically going to have your back. So then when you two are getting on again, it's going to be really hard. I'm not saying like keep things from your friends and family, but remember, when things are good with this person, tell your friends and family that as well. Because we've got a habit, especially when we're loved up and we're in a connection and it's going great, we don't tell anyone all the good bits. We only tell people all the bad bits when we're going out to lunch and we're venting about it. So remember to tell people the good bits about this person, because there's lots of good things about both of you. It's almost like people don't get to hear that. We've got the Hermit reversed for them. In the middle of you both is the Nine of Swords, which is the stress of everything that's been going on within this connection at that point. The Hermit is them pulling away. So it's kind of clarifying the message over there that says, I shut myself away to stop myself from hurting people and things, whatever it was that was said. And because they pull away, it's almost like counting to 10 and walking away. They're going to come back. But then maybe you go into panic mode of being hurt that they've gone, talking about it, offloading about it. A lot of stress. A relationship should not be this stressful, but I can see why it is, because you've got so much chemistry between each other. It's almost like electric shocks. You need to channel it in a way that you're both getting something good out of that fieriness. So you've got the Knight of Swords reversed at the moment, which is if you rush things, you're going to make a mistake. They've got the Nine of Coins. They're focusing very much on bringing money in. It's almost like they've disconnected. They're like, I need to focus on my life path at the moment. I need to bring money in. They're not got anyone else around them because they've got the Nine of Coins. They're trying to stand on their own 2 feet. They're trying to be independent at the moment. It's almost like they're trying to calm themselves down and ground themselves again. The Ace of Swords is in the middle of you both, which is nice. But it's that flirtatiousness, it's that sexual chemistry, it's that mind games with each other. You need to turn the mind games into something naughty and erotic rather than mind games of playing mind games. And you know what I mean by that. Don't do things to make each other jealous. Don't do things to set each other up in a bad way. If you can tap into each other's brains in a positive way, where it's about connection and love and desire and passion, your love life will go into space. It will just be the best sex life anyone has ever had. So I don't know if you want me talking about that. I don't want thinking about it, but that's there. The Knight of Swords reversed. Slow down. when things are rushed, especially when things are fiery, it's almost like, right, well, I haven't heard from them for an hour, so I've locked the door, I'm blocking them, I'm running away from them. It's quite a negative thing. But it could also be both of you doing that as well, because I do think you mirror one another. We've got the Death card reversed, moving forward for you, which is a little bit of stagnation, but I think you need it, because at the moment they're trying to ground themselves. So you need to move into... There doesn't have to be instant big moves here. If you've been connected to this person for a long time, think about, like, well, if you've given them enough time, then what to do with that? But it feels more of a, no, it feels you've been connected for a reasonable amount of time, and just give it time and let it grow. There doesn't have to be a big transformation. Sometimes when there's a fiery connection like this, it could be as simple as there's been no high drama. There's been no high drama, so I need to cause a bit to prove that we still love each other. Like winding each other up to prove that they still care about you, you still care about them. You need to channel that energy into your sex life or something to burn that energy off. To like get that kind of reaction from them, because it's more beneficial than getting a jealousy reaction. If you get... It almost feels like downtime, quiet time makes you feel nervous. You've got to learn how to ground yourself and go, do you know what, there's nothing wrong right now, so that's great. Whereas it feels like you go through phases of there's nothing going on right now, so that means that this is all terrible. No. I think you get a bit of a lecture. But so they've got the Six of Swords. They're being guided, and you've got the Five of Swords in the middle of you both, and it's reversed. It's picking battles wisely. Are you fighting together? Are you going to war with one another? Or is it you and them against the world? If it's you and them against the world, then you need to get into that mindset. I don't know if they're going to work away. I don't know what kind of job they do. But it almost feels like they need to go away a bit to come back again. But it feels like travel to do with work. If it's not physical travel, it'll be something else, like maybe moving jobs or moving to apartment or commuting or having to go from working from home back into the office or something like that. It feels some kind of movement within work for them. They're not moving away from you. They're thinking long term, you know, rather than this second, this minute, this hour. They're thinking, you know, where do we want to be in 5 years' time? Yeah, I'm going to do a quick Celtic cross for you both because I want to know more information because I'm dead curious. Private readings are available from my website. They're there if you want them, but if your energy, if your intuition is bang on, there's plenty of readings here that you can claim for free. The more you watch, the more readings you seem to get because your guides know where to leave them. I do think that. So, well, I know by the emails I get. So, Celtic cross for the both of you. Judgment. Surrender to the path that you're both meant to be on. You're both meant to be together. You just are. The both of you need to learn how to not make it so hard for each other. You know, it should be where the rest, the outside world is the chaos, and then you two coming together, you're burning off energy and making each other feel good, and it's a safe zone. If you're not safe with one another, then what are you doing? You know, yeah, the Lover's card, all about the both of you. This is a divine connection, but you know that. You may have a past life as a siblings. That may be what bit of overhang energy is. Especially if you were actual twins that bickered a lot in a past life. That would make sense. And if you've connected with that, that's something that you've thought about before to do with this. So I'm just clarifying that. The Ten of Wands, responsibility. The both of you have responsibility here. It's going to take both of you to figure this out. And relationships sometimes take work. They just do. They don't just happen. Sometimes we have to put the work in, but both of you do. The King of Swords, they know exactly how they feel about you. They're trying to progress within their life to get to the point where other people are looking up to them. I do think they're looking at the bigger picture. It does feel like a power couple here. There's other things in life that you need to be achieving so that you're feeling more fulfilled, so that when the both of you are together, you're not looking to them for fulfillment. Because, when we're with someone and it's true love and a partnership, we're meant to go home, and they're meant to be our home, and they're meant to make us feel safe, and we're meant to want to go there. There's nothing worse than seeing someone sat inside a car outside their own home because they don't want to go in. The home is meant to be the safe space. I want you to have a think about, can the both of you create that at some point? You may not have it yet, but at some point, can you both? Will you always be wanting to go home? Will they always want to go home? Because if there's any chance that you'll be too scared to go home, this isn't a relationship for you. You're meant to make each other feel secure and safe. So, the Seven of Wands is the arguments you get in with people. But not arguments in general with people, but it's more of you defend this connection, but your person defends this connection as well. As I do think you have times where you throw your person under the bus. When there's been an argument, you can't wait to tell everyone, because you need to talk about it and process it, and that's okay. But you also do need to point out the good things, because then you won't always be feeling that you're having to defend why you're with them, because people understand more. Our friends can be really understanding once we give them the whole picture, the good, the bad, the ugly, but a lot of the good, because then they get it. Moving forward, the Justice card, balancing each other out. Could be a civil ceremony marriage as well. Could be taking a loan out together. But it feels like getting to the point of balancing each other out. It takes two to tango. It takes two to do what they need to do. It feels like at the moment this person needs a little bit of space to get to where they want to be within their life, so that they can provide that home for you and them, where you can both shut out the outside world. Got the Strength card, which was what the Oracle card is. Do you have the strength to come through this? The willpower, the recovery, kindness and compassion for one another, forgiveness for one another. Can you be kind to each other, do you think? I hope you can. I think this is getting to the point within this connection of it can go one of two ways. It can carry on being a complete nightmare and just get worse. Or you have a little bit of a wake-up call and sit down and figure out, how are we going to be nice to each other? We need to be nice to each other. The Queen of Cups, the timing on this, you're going to take the lead on it. It's you stepping into I know that they love me. I know that I love them. I know that the greater good is where we're going to be in 5 years' time. And it's coming from you. It's you taking the lead, whether you're male or female. It's that energy of you taking the lead on this, trusting your intuition. Attainment is the Tower. And then the outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a fresh start for you both. The Tower feels like today is the day where everything that's been built within this connection kind of needs to be, it's like a jigsaw. The thing that I'm seeing in my head is a big jigsaw puzzle. The way that it's been put together so far isn't working great. So you need to put the jigsaw back in the box and figure out the other way around so that it's more beneficial for the both of you. The Tower is being liberated and set free from the patterns that have already been put into this connection, because the patterns can be broken and it can become a functioning relationship, but it's going to take work. It's not going to happen on its own, and it needs to happen or it's just going to get worse. And the Tower is, you're able to build a new platform for this. it's like a bit of a shake-up. It's like picking you both up, shaking you, making you both realise, do you know what, if you carry on the way you are, it's just going to be awful. But if you make the little changes that you need to make, you two against the world, oh my goodness, everything you can both achieve together with the amount of energy that you both create. Wow. You know? And then it gives you the fresh start with the Ace of Pentacles, all about your contentment, your comfort, your path, money coming in, money going out. A fresh start for the both of you together with a more of a grounded energy and channeling the energy in a positive way rather than a negative way. I'm going to start repeating myself. So I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you claim the reading, let me know in the comments. I like to know the right person's got the right reading, whether it's when I've uploaded it or in 10 years if YouTube's still here. I definitely believe there's been a reason that this has been left here for the right person to find at the right time. So, I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to Pick a Card read number 2. I'm going to put the deck out of the way for the moment. We're going to start by pulling some letters to give you extra connection to the reading within a circle of protection. And some zodiac signs. And some charms and notes as well within a circle of protection. What you need to know, how do you feel versus how they feeling? What is going on in your connection? What's the future have told? Got quite a little thing. Pull a note as well. Got quite a few charms there. So let's see what the note says first. There's some kind of weird noise going on. I don't know what it is. It is time for you to move forward within this connection. It's time for you to move forward. I'm going to pull a oracle card for the reading. We want the energy for the reading. What needs moving forward? Is it connection together? Is it you? Is it them holding things up? Is someone delaying things? Is the universe delaying things? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Freedom. It's time to give each other some freedom. Together, apart, we're not sure. We'll see where the reading's going. We have an Aquarius. We have a Gemini. We have Scorpio. What letters do we have? We have a Y. That can be yes or the word Y. We have B. We have an M. In the UK, we have a store called B&M. If you're from the UK, let me know in the comments. We have a W. So they could be your initials, place names, other things that mean something to you. We have an I. Sometimes it can symbolise a straightforward, straight line. We have an L. The line's got a bit of a kink in it. We have an R as well. So lots of letters there. Let me know if any of them mean anything. We have your romance angel. She looks white on camera, but she's a little pale pink. We have your contemporary angel here as well. We have an apple with number 1 teacher. Yeah. And we have honeycomb. Someone calls someone hun or honey or sweetness or queen bee, maybe. I'm going to do 9 card. No, I'm going to do a connection spread. What am I talking about? I'm going to do a connection spread between you both. What does freedom mean? Why is it time to move forward? Move forward in what kind of way? I'm going to look at how you're feeling. How are they feeling? What is going on here? If any of the charms, letters, zodiac signs mean anything, let me know in the comments. I like it when they hit. Sometimes people are just like, wow, but yeah, they all mean something for me. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels, offering us a circle of protection. Down this side is you. Okay, down this side is them. Let me know why you picked this reading. Is it the number? Is it the cards? Is it you like to have a little look at all of them to see which one, if any, fits or resonates? So we've got you, them, and connecting energy. So they're going to have to start working in your team, aren't they? That's what the mover forward is. The Knight of Swords. They've got the Knight of Cups at that point, and this is in the recent past. Now, if we look, both the knights are running in different directions. Well, one's running quite fast, and the other one's just plodding along in different directions. And in the middle of you both at that point is the Ten of Swords in the recent past. And it's reversed, and it can point towards like serious problems, serious self-sabotage. It kind of, sometimes I see energy as a bungee rope, and it can feel like what I'm seeing is a bungee rope that's connected to the both of you, and the both of you going off in different directions, and it gets to the point where it overstretches and one person gets pinged. Now the person that's moving the fastest is going to ping the one that isn't. Why are you running away from each other? Or why have you been running away from each other? It feels like an argument and a run and a hide. The thing that's in my head or that I'm seeing is nerve guns. I don't know if you know what they are. Like in the UK, we don't have real guns, but nerve guns are like water guns that kids have, but they're not water. They have foam, soft foam pellets, and they hit each other. I think some of them are water as well, but it feels like what I'm seeing is like not, well, yeah, kids playing, but popping out from behind a wall, firing water at the other one, getting their attention, then hiding. And yeah, it feels like a bit of a mismatch of, is this fun, is it not? I don't know if it's fun. Is it fun? I don't know. I've got you, you're the target, you're it. I'm running away, I'm running towards it. It feels chaotic. This person likes you a lot and you like them a lot. But there's been a lot going on. At the moment, you've got the Justice card. You're looking for balance within this connection. And I'm not surprised because you must be exhausted. You must be exhausted. Because it feels exhausting. Whatever's been going on, it feels really exhausting. They've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed at the moment. They're not sure what's on offer. It feels like they offered you something and maybe you ran away from it. Or they'd offered you something and they took it back. Or it caused overthinking, self-sabotage on both parts. It feels like both of you want to be in control, but in different ways. Now, what's interesting is the zodiac signs that came out are air signs and water signs, which is the Swords and the Cups, Zodiac, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius. If you want to support the channel for free, put a like on a reading. It helps to get us into the algorithm. It's something that you can do for free that helps me keep the channel going. A little random act of kindness. Now, the Magician is in the middle of you both, trying to manifest something. But the universe is trying to get you both to recognise what is on the table here for the both of you. So you can get to the point of planning together. Rather than all of this chaotic energy of, feels like one person makes a mistake, the other person apologises for it, or one person makes a mistake, apologises for it, the other person forgives it, and it feels like a whole load of mayhem has been going on. That is kind of levelling out, because they're no longer sure what's on offer. They're not sure what to offer you. They're not sure what you want. They're not sure what they want. They want to see what happens. And it feels like you're in a place of, you're looking for balance, truth, integrity, a sense of responsibility. Okay, if we're going to figure this out, then we need to let each other breathe. Maybe that's where the freedom comes in, giving each other enough freedom so that you're walking together in life, rather than this. The thing I'm just seeing is two people walking down a road and pushing the other one into the road. It's fun and games, but it goes a little bit too far, and it gets confusing. And then it's is it fun and games, or are you genuinely trying to hurt me? That's what's there. Is someone trying to genuinely hurt the other one, or is it meant to be in fun and games, but there's a miss of communication? So, moving forward, you've got the Page of Cups, which is, you've got feelings for this person. They've got the Eight of Pentacles reversed at that point, which is they're not sure what work to put in. It feels a bit of a lazy energy. But the Page of Cups is a little bit lazy anyway. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the middle of you both, which is the both of you. If you can both get to the point where you're planning for the future and you're working together and you're both wanting the same things, you can figure it out together, but it's going to have to take both of you, not just one of you. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So I want to see what else we need to know. Are they going to put the work in? Are you just both going to keep pulling in the wrong direction? If you keep pulling in opposite directions, this isn't going to work. The universe is trying to let you both see what is here. Do you both see what's here? Do you both see what a nice connection this could be? It doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be misreading each other. Maybe you've just not got to the point where you're in sync with one another, and that's where the push and pull, teasing, pranks kind of comes in. Let's split the deck into 4. So, the Eight of Cups, all about this connection. Something has to change. The Eight of Cups is all about routines, lifestyle changes, escapism. You both need to get in the same bubble together. The thing that just come into my head is, them big inflatable balls that people get in. They kind of stand in the middle of them and it becomes like a bumper car where they run into each other. It's almost like you both got your own one of them. And so you're running into each other and pushing each other away. You need one that's big enough that the both of you can get in it. Maybe just go to a hotel room instead. But yeah, it feels like you both need to be in it together rather than running towards each other and pushing each other away and bumping off everything. And something's got to change here. This has to move forward in one way or another. You both either need to leave each other alone or figure it out. So the Knight of Rods, yet another night. Are we going to ever live together? Are we moving in the right direction? Are we going in the same direction? The Knight of Rods likes action. One person has to be more of a leader and the other person has to be more willing to follow. But you have to work together and work it out. The Justice card, which is your card at the moment, you're looking for the balance. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which they are moving forwards. So yeah, it's definitely your Celtic cross, isn't it? They will put the work in at some point, but they're just holding back. It needs to get to a more of a calm energy so that both of you can actually, you can't do your homework in the middle of a raging ocean. You have to wait for things to level out a bit, to figure out what's going on. In the past, for the both of you, is the Strength card. You were both brought together for a reason. There's a lot of love and compassion here when you get over all the silliness. Moving forward is the Ace of Rods, a fresh start for you both. The ability to create a brand new future together, but getting on the same page, falling into the rhythm of one another. Falling into it, that's what they find funny, and that's not what they find funny, and vice versa, like learning each other's quirky little ways. If you're on the same page, you're both going to be rolling around laughing quite a lot. If you're not on the same page, both of you are going to be quite hurt quite a lot of tears. So the Page of Pentacles, the secret underlying question within the Celtic cross is, is there a promotion here? Can you learn enough about each other? Can you open up with one another enough and listen two-way, both of you listening? I'd like to put you both in an exam room and see what you actually know about each other, you know, a school exam, and give you a load of questions about them and them a load of questions about you, and you a load of questions about what kind of relationship you want. It's almost like I want to get you both separated with, and I want your answers of all these things to see if they match, to see if you actually do get each other, see what you need to figure out, how you're going to learn about that, about each other. The Page of Rods, there's lots of loyalty here. There is the possibility of a fresh start here. A loyalty to one another. There's a sense of fun here. You need to find that. Attainment, Ace of Pentacles, and then the possible outcome is the Two of Pentacles, a brand new start for the both of you. This connection needs to move forward. And they can't put all the work in, you can't put all the work in, but you can do 50-50. Things need to level out a bit first, though. Give it time. Give it time. The Ace of Pentacles is a brand new, fresh start. The both of you on the same page, moving in the right direction. And the Two of Pentacles is the both of you deciding where it's going. And then you've got the Three of Pentacles there, which is a natural path. There's a very natural path here for the both of you. If you're both on the same path, walking in the same direction, it's not going to work if you keep both pulling away. Or if one person's pulling away and the other one's going, yeah, but no, we're going this way. I want to sit you both down together, you know. So, yeah. You've got to find a way of juggling your life, them juggling their life, and getting in that little ball together at some point, you know. I think you can figure it out. You either need to figure it out or let each other go. And I don't think you want to do that. So this reading will make sense to the right person. If you claim the reading, let me know in the comments. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you've made it to this point, you're part of the secret Purple Heart gang, because hardly any of you make it right to the end of the reading. So put a purple heart in the comments, then I know that you got to here. If you know, you know. I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Pick a card reading number 3. Your energy was drawn towards this tarot deck. I can't remember what it's called. Intuitive Heart Tarot, that's what it's called. If you ever wondered what deck I'm using, on my website I have all the photos of the decks and the names so that you can source them. Within a circle of protection, we're going to pull some letters to give you extra connection to the reading. We're going to pull some zodiac signs as well. And we'll pull some charms and notes. How are you feeling versus how are they feeling? Oh, what is going on? Let's put them out of the way. I know, we just want to get on with the reading, but method in the madness. So, I'm going to pull an oracle card for an energy of the reading, then we'll talk through the things that came out, the little charms that came out to give you connection to the reading. What do you need to know? How do you feel versus how are they feeling? Where is this connection going? All of the things. What is the energy for this reading? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Lighten your load. Always makes me think of something quite rude, but yeah, lighten your load. Rude or not, you take it the way that you want to take it. We have a Virgo. We have Cancer. We have Scorpio, We have the Eiffel Tower. If you're from the UK, I guess it could be the Blackpool Tower. If you know, you know. We have your classical angel here. Always reminds me of Christmas. Disney Christmas, or we have a little blue and gold seashell. If you listen to the ocean, if you listen to this shell, you can hear the ocean. And we have a smaller one as well. I'm picking up travel with the landmark. Traveling the world, going on holiday, needing a bit of a break, lightening your load, traveling light. If you go by plane, try and just get it in the hand luggage. That's what's in my head. It's a challenge, isn't it? We have a gold bell, which is my wedding bells. We have an E. So these can be initials, place names, or other meanings for you. We have an E. We have another E as well. We have an I, which is also symbolises a straight line. We have a V. And we have an A, lots of vowels. The A doesn't want to show itself. There we go, A. Now, what do the little notes say for you to do with your connection? How are you feeling? How are they feeling? An unexpected windfall. Maybe some money so that you both could do something nice together. Go somewhere together, sightseeing, museums, galleries, cities. Accept a situation and be kind to yourself. Accept the situation and be kind to yourself. I'm going to do a connection spread between you both. I want to know what is going on here. Who's been doing all of the worrying? Who's been carrying the weight of the connection? Who's been wanting more, driving for more? Yeah, how do you feel versus how do they feel? Dropping it all over the place. Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, you've got money coming in, you know. You've got money for all the things that you want to do. You've got money coming in. Down this side is them. Oh. And down the middle is the connecting energy. Yeah. There's been hold-ups, hasn't there? There's been things going on here that I don't know if it's a cost of living. Like, it feels like someone had a pot of money to do things with, but they've had to spend it on something, whether it's a new car, something to do with a house, living costs in general, losing a job and having to spend it on that. And it feels like, oh, I'm never going to get that money back. It's going to take all that time to earn it again. That's coming back in again. But it feels like that resources are causing hold-ups for the both of you. But it shouldn't affect your connection. It shouldn't. It's just, oh, we can't do the things that we want to do just yet. I've got fan life in my head, like little vans, tiny houses, projects like that. On the move, transient kind of lifestyle. Maybe you've been waiting for quite a while to do that. Go camping, go on holidays, go to Airbnbs. And you were hoping to do it. And then there's been unexpected changes to do with money. You two have so much going for you, by the way. So, yeah. You've got the High Priestess in the recent past. Lovely. They've got the Hanged Man, having to make a sacrifice to move forward. And the Emperor in the middle of you both, which is really nice. There's this strong, stable energy for you both here. You know how you feel. You know how they feel. They know how you feel. there's a real nice, there is just a real nice connection here. You may as well go away. You may as well go away. The things that you both want to do as a couple, you've got your whole lives to do it. Give it time. The world is the way that it is. This is a timeless read, and whether you're watching it when I upload it or in 10 years' time from when I'm reading it, this has found you for a reason. Unexpected things happen. It doesn't mean that you two are never going to do the things that you both want to do together, but enjoy each other while you're waiting to do those things. You know, build a den in your house, put a tent in the garden. If you can't go travelling just yet, if you can't do those things just yet, go on day trips, get bus, get train for the day, come back again. Have that, go for long walks, something that's free. Go for a long walk together. It feels like you two really do benefit from being out with air, fresh air, and being out and feeling free and feeling like anything is possible. You can do that without the massive big plans. The massive big plans will happen one day, but right now, just enjoy each other. Netflix and chill, isn't it? Yeah, you're on a pedestal for them. They think you're wonderful. You think you're wonderful. No, you think they're wonderful. They've had to make a sacrifice recently with the Hanged Man. I don't know if it's their job change, the pot of money, whatever it is. It's like it's caused a bit of a, well, where do we go from here? Because it does feel like a change of plan, but it shouldn't be affecting your connection. Don't let it affect your connection, because this is a lifelong connection. So if you've got 50 years or 20 years or however long it is together, give it a couple of years. You'll do the things that you want to do. At the moment, you've got the Magician. They've got the Temperance. Yeah, you both just get each other. We've got the Nine of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is just highlighting at the moment, we can't do the things. And you're both on the same page, more or less. You're trying to manifest it. You're trying to manifest a little bit too hard. Chill out. Sometimes when we're manifesting things, it takes time for them to come towards us. Some things are instant. Some things, you'll be a point in your life where you think, yeah, hey, this is what I was trying to manifest. And now I know why it's taken this long, because it will be the stars aligning to put you in that perfect situation. It feels like someone proposing. I don't say this often, and I shouldn't really say it, but it feels like you at some point sitting with this person in a place that you've both dreamed of being, and they get down on one knee, propose. There may even be like an off-the-cuff little ceremony between you both. It doesn't have to be a religious ceremony or one that involves anybody else. It just feels like taking vows together. And it feels like you're both being really very happy about it. It's almost like a very private moment that neither of you really want to share with anyone else, because it's no one else's business. It feels like two people bobbing around the world, and the world's empty. No one else really matters. You know, sometimes with energies and readings, it's like, well, two people and then all this chaos of all these other people. No, with the two of you, it feels like you can go anywhere and do anything. And it's just fake noise in the background of, yeah, there are signs of life of other people, but what's most important is where you're both going, what you're both doing, what you're having for dinner, when you're waking up, whether it's raining, what you're doing while it's raining, enjoying nature, and it feels like the world's your playground. At the moment, it feels like, no, it's not, because you don't have the money at the moment, or you don't have the resources at the moment, or there's hold-ups and there's real life getting in the way. But that'll change. The Temperance, you're very in tune with one another. You both know how you feel about each other, and neither of you brag about it. Sometimes people brag about connections, don't they? No, I think you're both really quite private people. I think even if you do have a social media presence, I don't think it's superficial and fake, but I don't think you share too much. I think it's like people get a glimpse of the real you together as a couple and things like that. But it doesn't go too deep. It doesn't overstep the mark. It doesn't portray a fake. Everything's great all the time, but there's a respect. It feels like the both of you have found a way to manage the internet and manage other people's expectations and manage his public profile without your privacy being completely invaded. That's going to make sense to the right person, and I'm probably going to get 20 comments going, "You're talking absolute nonsense. I don't know what you're talking about." It's because to the right person, you're going to be sat there nodding. And if you're sat there scratching your head, it's not your reading. But you can comment that if you want. So I'm just like gloved up at the moment. I've got big old love hearts in my eyes because I think you two are just amazing. It feels like you're getting old together. It feels like at some point when you both get to an age where you do want to settle somewhere, it feels like having your own place that you buy outright, and it just caters to the both of yours needs, and it's beautiful. It may be something that you build together and it's surrounded by land or woods or nature and environment, and it's just beautiful. I wish you could see what was in my head, and I wish I could describe it better. It's everything you could ever wish for, and it's where the both of you are going. But that's a long, long way off. You've still got lots to do before that point. You've got lots of moving about to do. There's lots of hopping and moving and exploring and everything. But that's when you get to the point of, okay, we need to just, we want to unpack now, and we want to just chill for a bit. You're moving on to the King of Discs. That's the unexpected windfall coming in. And it may also be a change of attitude towards money. They've got the Ace of Cups reversed. They're going to have a little bit of anxiety. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed. There's hold-ups again. Whatever the King of Discs is, it's going to be something unexpected. But it's going to take time. You know, sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to win the lottery, so then the next day I'm going to spend it all. No, if you win the lottery, if you get a windfall, if you get inheritance, there's all of the paperwork, there's all of the legal stuff before you can actually spend of it, and either it could be days, weeks, months, years sometimes. And that can bring the frustrations of, you know, it's there, you can't quite touch it yet, and you have all of the things you want to do with it. And it's frustrating because you can't get started. Your person's going to be going through a little bit of anxiety. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's more of an anxiety about being upset about... Because I think they're going to feel that they're the one that's holding you both back. This is why you both need to, like, think, okay, long term, this is the things that we want to do, but how are we enjoying each other right now? You need to enjoy each other as a couple right now, rather than living in a, one day we will do that. Well, what are you doing today? What nice thing are you doing for each other today? What meal are you eating together? Where are you going together? How are you talking? What are you talking about? How are you sharing your life today? And make that good and positive, and it just feels like you work well together, to be honest. I don't know why you're here. So, if that private reading, they are available, but if this is your reading, you don't need it. And if this isn't your reading, there should be one that's on my channel waiting for you. There's thousands here now. So, the universe has banked them all. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you both. See what else is going on. What else do you need to know? The Four of Wands, my marriage card, of course it is. And the Seven of Wands, life experience, defending the connection. It's both of you standing on a mountain together, taking on the world, but there's not even like, it's not like you're fighting, it's more of a walking stick, you know, not a walking stick because you've got a bad leg, but you know, there's ones like Gandalf. Is it Gandalf? See, I get all these things muddled up when I'm Lord of the Rings Gandalf, his walking thing. Yeah, it's more of a, I can't think of the word, staff, is it? Yeah, I should know the words, but they're just not coming to me. It's, yeah, it just feels nice. And again, the Four of Wands feels like a very small group of people being really very happy for you. And it's seeking privacy. It's wanting to share moments with people that really matter. And there's no, you don't care if there's millions of people. You want that select few that love and connection and passion and who really care about you. Quality over quantity. The Chariot taking control. Yeah, going in the same direction. The Five of Cups is kind of this little period that you're going through at the moment. Loss and regret, which is what you're missing out on at the moment. But the renewed hope of, well, okay, now we've got a little bit longer to plan what we're going to do. Let's tweak it. Let's think about it properly and what we're doing today. Maybe there's a reason that things are being delayed, because the universe wants you to appreciate every day together as a couple, rather than living your relationship based in a year's time, or when we can do this then we'll be happy. No. Make each other happy now, because then when you can do those other things, you will blow your mind. It will be the best thing ever, because it'll be the thing of, wow, we really manifested this. The Judgment card, you two are meant to be together, because of course you are. Moving forward, the Two of Swords, making choices. Very nice. Making choices. It's Two Swords. It's the both of you. This is a union. This is a, you make each other that centre balance. When you're together, it just feels right. I don't think you'll ever really disagree about where you're going or what you're doing. No, you both want it. I can almost see like two people picking up a map and blindfolding each other, and both of you pointing at it and pointing to the same place just by chance, because that's where you're both meant to be going. Two of Coins is a secret underlying question, which is, when's the money coming in so that we can do the things? The timing on this is the King of Swords. It'll happen when it'll happen, so stop stressing about it. The King of Swords is that strong, stable energy, thinking things through properly. Now's the time to come up with your plan of, yeah, where is it where you want to go? Get an atlas. Mark all of it. Why can't you do all of it? You will. Write a list. The Moon, you're not quite sure where you're going, but you know you're going to go and you know it's going to be good. Or you can give in to the fears and stress and worry. Don't do that. Travelling by night can be stressful and scary, or it can be beautiful and amazing. Make this journey together beautiful and amazing. You don't need to be stressed out for 2 years. Pull together and do nice things for each other now. Enjoy each other now. The Queen of Wands, absolutely lovely. Yeah, bold, brave, beautiful. It's your connection. It's unique, it's different, it's strong, it's, yeah. It's the light in the dark, isn't it? It's the, you two are meant to be together, and that's all I have to say. So I hope you have a nice time. You're gonna have to email me in like 3 years' time and let me know where it is that you are when they propose to you, because it feels beautiful. So I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so that your angels take you on your way. If you've made it to this point, now part of the secret Purple Heart gang, hardly any of you make it right to the end of the reading. I see in my analytics when people drop off. So if you did make it to this point, let me know in the comments. Put Purple Heart. If you know, you know. If you're a daily watcher and you've watched all of it, or just skip to the end. Me and Rosie are just fine. We're enjoying our Sunday. She's just sleeping because she's a cat. I've got to pick through the washing that she slept on yesterday to rewash it because cat grit. One day she come and sat on my desk and she was getting cuddles, and she'd just been outside, and as she got off my desk there was this baby slug. I'm like, can you just leave the garden in the garden, please? It must have been caught in her paws. Tiny little thing. I had to go put it back outside. I felt really bad. It's like, that's got lost. So I hope you're doing well. I will see you soon.